Good evening, Julia. I hope you're doing well. I had something that I needed to ask you about, so I'd appreciate it if you could give me just a moment of your time this evening.
Hello, Mary. It's nice to hear from you. It's been quite a while since we've last spoken. I honestly had forgotten you had my line account info.
A little birdie told me that you were going to that new Korean barbecue restaurant downtown this Saturday. Is that true?
I'm sorry. How did you hear about that?
My son Art heard about it from your boy Rick the other day.
Okay, yeah, I guess that would make sense. Rick and Art are in the same class.
Ah, so it is true then.
Well, yes, we've been planning on it for weeks now. We're having a celebration for a family member, so we decided to have the whole family get together.
Oh, isn't that nice? And you're really going to that new place? I'm so jealous. I keep asking my husband to take me there, but he never does.
Yeah, like you said, it's pretty new, so it's no easy feat to get a reservation with them. I was surprised we were able to make ours.
Right, I heard they're fully booked for 1 month from now. So I hope you don't mind that we'll be tagging along.
Tagging along?
It's been so long since I've been to a good restaurant. I'm so excited. I'll be sure to save up my appetite. I might just skip lunch that day. Actually, I might skip breakfast too.
Mary.
What is it, Julia?
I'm not sure how to put this, but are you really trying to invite yourself to a celebration for my family?
Of course I am, dear.
Okay, so you were serious. I'm sorry, Mary, but like I said before, this is a private celebration for a family member, so only family members are coming. So, no, I'm afraid you're not gonna be able to join us.
What? Don't be ridiculous. Your son told my son about the party, didn't he? That's as good as an invitation in my book. Why else would he go out of his way to talk about it unless he was implying that we were invited too?
That's nothing even close to an invitation. Rick's just really excited about it, is all. He's been talking to all his friends about it for the last week or so. And in any case, I'm not sure how anyone could consider a conversation between two 5-year-old boys to have any sort of implied invitation, much less your whole family.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. At the very least, your son was gloating about how he was going to go to a fancy restaurant for a party, and that's incredibly rude. So to make up for your son's behavior, you're going to let us come with you, and that's final.
Mary, again, I'm sorry, but you're not coming to the dinner. This party was organized by my husband's family member. He's the one who's footing the bill for this whole thing. I can't go abusing his generosity by bringing along my son's friend's whole family, don't you see?
Don't think you can hide anything from me, Julia. This relative of yours, isn't he the CEO of the award-winning architectural design firm that just put up a brand new office building downtown?
How did you know that?
If I recall correctly, I believe he's your husband's uncle, isn't he? He and my father-in-law were classmates in college.
Well, I guess it's a small world, huh?
That's not very many people in this city who have the money and influence to be able to get a reservation at that restaurant, much less be able to pay for a party for their whole family there.
You're quite the sleuth, aren't you?
And with how often our boys play together at school, we may not be officially related, but we're practically family, aren't we?
I'm not really sure what you mean.
And since we're practically family, then we have every right to join in family events.
That doesn't even make the slightest bit of sense.
We're looking forward to this Saturday. We'll be sure to be there at least 15 minutes before the reservation time so we can get started as soon as possible.
Mary, are you listening to me? I've told you time and time again. No, you may not come to the dinner. Hey, Henry, are you done at work yet? I need to talk to you as soon as possible. We've got a big problem on our hands.
Yeah, I just got finished a little bit ago. What's going on?
It's about the party on Saturday.
Ah, yeah, the Korean barbecue dinner my uncle's throwing for us. What about it? Uh-oh. Did something come up? Are you not going to be able to make it anymore?
No, it's not that. It's something a million times worse than that.
Jeez, sounds really serious. What's the problem?
There's this woman, Mary. She's the mother of one of Rick's classmates, and she's bound and determined that she's going to join us at the party.
What? How did this happen? What made her think she can come?
She said that Rick was going around to the other kids at school, bragging that he was gonna get to eat at a fancy new restaurant. But when I asked Rick about it just now, he said that he had only told one person, a friend of his, that he was going to eat Korean barbecue on Saturday, and that he was really excited about it. He didn't tell Mary's son about it at all. He just happened to overhear the conversation. He went home and told his mom about it, and whether it was his lie or Mary's embellishment, I'm not sure. But, well, here we are.
I'm not sure I'm understanding this. How did that result in her thinking she could invite herself to our family's dinner?
I'm just as confused as you are. I have no idea what in the world is going on inside that head of hers. I'll show you our text conversation later. But she was jumping to conclusion after conclusion and using the most strained, bizarre explanations to justify it. I told her I forget how many times that she couldn't come, but she just ignored me and said, "See you Saturday," and that was the last message she sent me.
Wait a minute. I think I might know this woman you're talking about. You said her name was Mary, right? Is she Art's mom by any chance?
Yeah, she is, but how did you know about her?
How could I not? That woman is legendary. Everyone at that daycare knows about her. This isn't the first time she's tried to barge her way into other people's lives in order to get free food. She's a repeat offender. You wouldn't believe how many of the mothers have told me that she's invited them out to lunch, only to say, "Oops, I forgot my wallet." Then she asks them to pay with the promise that she'll pay it back, but never does. I also heard that she always takes an empty bowl with her when she goes to other people's houses, and after she leaves, they notice that a lot of their leftovers have mysteriously vanished.
Holy cow, what kind of person does that?
That's why she never gets invited to any of the mothers' group events at the school. All the other moms are sick and tired of her mooching off them constantly.
Jeez, Henry, I didn't even know about all that. You sure know a lot about her.
Yeah, a coworker of mine told me the other day that Mary had been targeting his wife for the last several weeks until he put a stop to it. Once he caught on to her, he always made sure that he was in the room whenever Mary came over and talked to his wife. And eventually, Mary realized that she wasn't going to get anywhere with them anymore.
Oh, yikes! That's insane! I never really interacted with her very much before. I had no idea that's what she was like.
Well, now that you know, you need to watch your back too, Julia.
What do you mean?
What else? She's obviously chosen you as her next mark.
Oh no. This is terrible. What do you think I should do?
For the time being, the first thing we should do is tell Rick not to talk about the family dinner to anyone else at school from now on. You need to be careful too. Make sure you don't give out any specific details like where or when it's happening to anyone at the school. Actually, don't talk about it at all to anyone other than family.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, I'll take care of dropping Rick off and picking him up from school this week. It's actually great timing since I was planning on working from home this week anyway.
Thanks a lot, Henry. I'm sorry that you have to do this because of me.
Hello, Julia. Today's finally the day of the big Korean barbecue dinner. I'm so excited. I'll be bringing my whole family along, so make sure you keep 5 seats open for us.
Mary, I distinctly remember telling you that you weren't allowed to come. There are no seats for you and your family. We've already given the restaurant a guest list, and we can't change it anymore.
Oh, that's no issue. Don't be ridiculous. All you need to do is call up the restaurant and ask for a few more seats. It's not like they're going to run out of meat or anything. Even if they did, they could just have a staff member go to the supermarket and pick up some more. Simple.
And what restaurant would that be?
Don't underestimate me, Julia. I know that you've been hiding from me this week. You're trying to keep me from finding out about where and when the dinner is, aren't you? You even went so far as having your husband take Rick to school to keep from seeing me, didn't you? I saw right through your half-baked little scam. So you have to stop playing dumb. There's nothing you can do to stop me at this point, Julia. I know everything. As a matter of fact, we're already here. We got to the restaurant about 10 minutes ago. This really is a lovely place.
Wait, you are? That's...
I hope you don't mind that we start cooking the meat. My boys are starving. We went ahead and ordered 10 plates of the super premium course, so there might be some left for you if you get here in time.
Wow, that's very helpful of you.
I felt so great leaving the house without needing to worry about having enough cash on hand, or even remembering to bring my wallet at all. It's so nice of you to treat us to such a delicious meal. Oh, the waitress is coming back to the table. I'll go ahead and order another round of the super premium set. We've already eaten most of the first round. The smell of meat grilling really is the best.
Glad you're enjoying yourself.
Oh, I forgot to get drinks. I need to call the waitress back. What kind of wine do you prefer, Julia? I've always wanted to try Dom Perignon. I think I'll go ahead and put a bottle on the tap. Oh, but I'd feel bad for my kids having to watch us have something so exquisite. I'll order another super premium course for them. They're growing boys after all. They'll have no trouble eating it at all. I'll let you know when the waitress comes around with a check, so be sure to have your credit card number handy. Julia, where in the world are you? We've been looking all around the restaurant for you and your family, but we can't find you anywhere. Are you in one of the private rooms? Oh well, it doesn't make that much of a difference. I know you're here anyway. Julia, this has been the best I've eaten in years. The rest of the family enjoyed it too. So much so that we ended up ordering 25 plates of the super premium course. I'm so stuffed. I couldn't eat another bite. It's getting too late, so we were just about to get back in the car and go home. Yes. And the waitress just brought the check. The total came to $4,000. Be a dear and bring your credit card out to the front counter, would you?
You spent $4,000 on food for just your own family? Wait a minute. Let me see if I remember right. Art has 2 older brothers, right? So with you and your husband, that's 5 people, correct? You ate 25 orders worth of meat with only 5 people, including a 5-year-old?
Well, my 2 older boys are teenagers, you know. My oldest is on the football team. He's the star of the defensive line. And you know what they say, growing boys need their nutrition. And let me tell you, they got plenty of nutrition tonight. Thanks again for this wonderful dinner, Julia. So I'll be waiting for you at the counter like I said. I hope you have a high credit card limit. Julia, where are you? Answer me! I can't believe this. You're not at the restaurant? Then where on earth are you?
What is it, Mary?
Don't what is it me? You have to pay the check. Didn't you see my message? The total is $4,000. You need to come and pay it right now. But why aren't you at the restaurant? Where are you? What are you doing?
Restaurant? I'm sorry, Mary. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What restaurant are you referring to?
Now is not the time for games, Julia. This is serious. I know you got a reservation at the new Korean barbecue restaurant downtown. The super exclusive one? The one that your husband's rich uncle reserved for you for your party?
Mary, we're not at a restaurant. We're having a catered party at my husband's uncle's house.
You what? A catered party? They don't do catering. I've never heard of a Korean barbecue doing catering before.
Yeah, that's why I said I was surprised we could get a reservation. I guess he had to pull a few strings.
So you're not at the restaurant? For real?
No, we're not. What gave you the impression that we were?
But you said that you were going to have a party at an expensive Korean barbecue restaurant.
No, I said that we were going to have a party and that we were going to get meat from an expensive Korean barbecue restaurant. I never said that we were going to have a party at the restaurant. Weren't you listening?
But that's... what?
My husband's uncle has a vacation home down by the lake. It's really nice. Has its own private dock and everything. But anyway, he invited the whole family down to that lake house for the party. That's where we are right now.
Wait, then how are you?
And since we wanted to have a pleasant celebration where the whole family could relax and enjoy each other's company, he had the restaurant cater a party here rather than going to the restaurant to eat.
So, what about me? What am I supposed to do about this $4,000 bill they're asking me to pay? I would never have eaten this much if I thought I was going to have to pay for it. I thought you were paying for it.
Mary, I never once said that I was going to pay for your dinner. As a matter of fact, I explicitly said that you were not invited to the party.
But I told you that I was invited. I told you that I was invited, so I was invited, and that's all there is to it. I told you that you were paying, so you're paying, and that's final. And besides, what kind of cruel, heartless, unfeeling woman would pull a trick like this on a dear friend? I think I might have to tell the other mothers at school about your treachery. I'm sure they'd be all utterly appalled at your awful behavior. So this is your last warning. Get down here and pay the bill this instant.
Mary, I'm not sure how you got the impression that we're friends, but we're not. Not even close. We're barely even acquaintances.
Excuse me?
The only reason that I even gave you my contact info was because our kids were in the same class and we might need to contact each other in an emergency. It turns out that your Art and my Rick aren't even that good of friends. They barely ever play with each other. And furthermore, I've heard that you've been going around taking financial advantage of just about all of the other mothers in the class, and most of them have cut all contact with you. So do you really think that anyone's going to be concerned at all with any sort of gossip you may try to spread around about me?
I don't believe what I'm hearing. Are you trying to say that I'm some outcast? That everyone sees me as nothing but a moocher?
Yep.
Really?
So, like I said, I don't think the words of someone with a reputation as bad as yours will carry much weight at all, especially considering most of the mothers are your victims. Anyway, if you want to try and defame me, go ahead, make my day.
Hey!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a party to get back to, and we just cracked open our third bottle of Dom Perignon.
Wait, hold on. I can't pay a $4,000 bill. I left my wallet at home. Please, Julia, please, pay the bill for me.
The restaurant staff realized some time ago that Mary and her family were going to try and pull an eat and run, so they had already contacted the police, who cut them off when they tried to run out the door. Fortunately for her, though, she had a lifeline. She called her father-in-law, who came down to the restaurant and paid the bill for her. Unfortunately, however, someone was recording the whole incident inside the restaurant that day. They uploaded it to every social media website in existence, and it went viral around the globe. They tried to move out of town to escape from the constant snickers and jeers from their neighbors, but nearly everyone with a cell phone had seen the video of their antics, and their reputation followed them wherever they went. It's so bad that they are even having a hard time finding someone who'll hire them. Unemployed and homeless, Mary's 3 boys were all taken in by her father-in-law, who runs a karate school. The 3 of them all apologized to me for their mother's behavior before they transferred schools. Hopefully, Mary's father-in-law will raise them up to be proper men. As for Mary, well, I think it's a bit too late for her.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Tom, where's all my stuff? There's nothing left in my room. The documents that were on my desk, and the memory disk that was next to the PC.
Calm down. What do you want? The message alerts are getting on my nerves. I'm outside right now. Could we do this later?
No, right now. I want an answer. The documents and data drive. Where'd you put them?
Huh? The junk on your desk? I dumped them all in the trash this morning.
You dumped them? Are you nuts? That's important data for work. How could you just throw them out without checking with me first?
How was I supposed to know it was for work? I went out of my way to clean up your messy room, and that's the thanks I get? I think you should be thanking me first. What an ungrateful woman.
You never once cleaned the room before. Why start now? And cleaning only my stuff. What's going on?
But your room, it was such a dump. I had to do something. I leave it as it is, and the roaches pop up. I had to take drastic measures, that's all. Besides, why bring such important work stuff home? Stuff's confidential, isn't it? You really should leave that stuff at work. Don't you guys have compliance training? It's your fault for being so careless.
I keep telling you, I'm forced to work from home since last month. The office is currently being remodeled. We're all working from home for the time being. I told you. I had no choice but to bring all my work home.
Yeah, well, I sort of remember you saying that. But working at home means you were home all day, right? You're there all day. Why does it look like such a pigsty? You're at home all day. What were you doing?
Working, of course. You say pigsty, but some of my documents were just laid across my desk. I didn't mean to mess up your room or the living room area. So, why my room?
But I just couldn't ignore the mess. You know me. I'm a clean freak. When I see anything dirty or out of place at home, I just can't stand it. That's why I did you a favor and spruced the room up for you. I'm not the bad guy here.
Are you being serious? What are you going to do about this? This is serious. You even tossed out all the copies and the backup data. If this is not fixed, it's going to be a major scandal. Worst case scenario, I get fired.
Oh yeah? Maybe this is a blessing. You should take this as an opportunity to resign.
What? You're not really suggesting that, are you?
You know what? From the very get-go, I was not too keen on you continuing to work. When we got married, I figured you'd quit, but you hung on as if your life depended on it. Even at home, you'd bring work home with you. I'm working! I'm so busy! Honestly, I was getting sick of it. This is great. Good time for you to quit once and for all.
What are you saying? You never said that to me before. Tom, why now? You were always uninterested in my job. Why are you urging me to quit now?
Obvious, isn't it? Normally when a woman gets married, they quit their job and become a housewife. I mean, my mom was like that. But you seemed so adamant about continuing to work. I didn't like it, but I held my tongue. But now that you may get fired, it's perfect. Just quit.
You say that so easily. It's not that simple. I went to college so I could work, so I could do what I'm doing now. Besides, the reason I may get fired, you're to blame for that. Perfect timing? A blessing? Who are you to say that?
Your BS is really getting on my nerves. I mean, a couple of missing documents? Please. Becoming a housewife is a woman's dream, isn't it?
It's my life. I wish you wouldn't be so insensitive. Anyway, I'm going to be busy trying to fix this mess you created, so I'm not going to be able to do any household stuff. So, I'll leave all that up to you for a while.
Huh? So you're going to weasel out of your house chores too? Is that it? Okay, if you want to continue work so much, let's get divorced.
What? Where'd that come from?
All work, no play, not very appealing. Shirking your household chores? A problem. I don't see any reason to stay married. I would much rather have a cute, obedient girl than a blabbermouth like you.
Unbelievable! You're not kidding. If that's a joke, I'm not laughing.
I'll bring home the divorce paper tonight. Funny. I toss out your documents, and now I toss you out. Haha.
Wait a second.
Lighten up for a moment and think seriously about this. But, knowing you, you'll end up coming back to me. Alright then, I gotta get back to work. See you at home! Hey Kim, have you chilled out? Must be lonely all by yourself for the last 3 years. Huh?
Who, may I ask, is this? Excuse me, but I think you have the wrong line address.
What are you rattling on about? It's me, Tom. Remember Tom?
Oh, yeah, that Tom? What do you want? It's been 3 years.
Yeah, figured you chilled a bit and got your head back on straight. I contacted you because I'm willing to get back together with you. Of course, if you're truly sorry. I realize you had a hard time after we split up.
Yeah, you left those divorce papers and just up and left. It was a real hassle working out the asset distribution and family matters, but other than that, everything has been great.
Come on! I know you've been waiting for me to contact you all these years. And you had me blocked online, but it's been reinstated. What's that about?
I recently changed my smartphone. Guess it all got reset automatically. Thanks for telling me. I'll block you right away.
Do you really want to talk to me that way? You keep it up, and you won't be able to get back together with me.
I got married last week.
Last week? Remarried?
Yep, remarried. Sorry, Tom. Thanks for the offer, but no need to get back together with you.
You've got to be kidding.
Now, why would I spin something like that? Those documents you so recklessly dumped. Well, I had to get help of other staff members to try and recreate them. It was hard work. Well, my boss at the time helped me out and we grew pretty close, and last week, we tied the knot.
You got married a mere 3 years after divorcing me? That's way too soon. Oh, I get it. You were having an affair with this boss of yours even before we got divorced. That's right, isn't it? I can't believe you. You two-timing cheat.
You are delusional. None of that is true. We really only became close after you dumped me. I knew him, of course, but never really talked to him. After we managed to recreate those documents, we started going out on occasion. We dated for 3 years, eventually talked about getting married, and from then, it was smooth sailing all the way up to that I do moment. So why am I even talking to you exactly?
This is important. Why didn't you contact me earlier? I can't believe you remarried without telling me!
We have no connection, just my ex. I have no obligation to contact you. You're not a friend or relative.
Why did you remarry? I've been waiting all these years for you to see the light and come to your senses. You're so selfish!
Huh? You did all that on your own? I didn't ask you to wait. Besides, you're a complete stranger. You have no right to say a damn thing about me or who or when I marry.
That's why I hate working women. So cocky. You do realize that you will regret this someday. I'm not going to help you when you come crawling back to me later, crying to be taken back. Just remember that. You can be certain I will meet a way cuter woman than you. We'll get married and live happily ever after. So there.
I'm sure I heard that movie plot before. Well, do as you like. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Good luck with the month after next.
Huh? Month after next?
I heard your company is going to be taken over by some other company. You know, corporate takeover. My husband is going to be running that company as CEO.
Huh? What are you saying?
Okay. Don't really have to explain it to you, but here it goes. My current husband started his own business about 2 years ago. He was quite successful, eventually buying out your company. He plans to retain most of the employees, but there are apparently going to be some changes, or bluntly speaking, terminations. You know, people with bad behavior or mediocre sales records.
Huh? What is this? I haven't heard anything about all this!
Oh, really? I thought the notice went out to all employees. Of course, yeah. I think the people on the termination list will get their notices at the last minute. But I'm sure they'll give you a 1-month notice.
Are you saying I may be getting a pink slip at the end of the month? On top of that, your current husband is the CEO? Why me?
Why seems obvious to me. A guy who would not think twice about throwing away important paperwork and digital data of a company he has no connection with. To be honest, I wouldn't want an employee like that on my payroll. Seems crystal clear why you'd get the boot.
How could you say such a thing? No way! You snitched on me when I threw away all your stuff! That's why I'm getting the boot!
Snitched? You make me sound like some kind of criminal. I just told you that it was my current husband that helped me recreate those documents you dumped. That's why he knows about it.
Please, could you wait? Please? I've contributed so much to this company. I've sacrificed a lot. It would be a big blow for the company if I'm let go. I really don't want to lose this position. I've worked so hard to get it. Please, plead with your husband. I can't lose this job. I would never be able to find a job during such dire economic times. I want to keep my job. Please, make him understand.
Sorry, can't help you. I'm still at my own company. My husband quit to start his own company. I have no say in how he runs this company.
But there must be...
I have to say, this is all too ironic. The guy who demanded that I quit my job and then threatened to divorce is going to be told to resign. What goes around comes around. So true.
This is not how it was supposed to turn out. Please, Kim, I'm sorry for everything. I apologize for telling you to quit your job, for throwing all your important papers away. Please forgive me. I just wanted you all to myself. I just acted out of frustration because I love you. You're the only one I love in this whole world.
That's nice and all, but no need to apologize now. A little too late for that. Besides, we're complete strangers. Love? Please, don't make me shudder.
Please, Kim.
Okay, so that just about does it. I'm going out to dinner with my husband, so I really don't have time to be shooting the breeze with you, Tom. Like I said, I'll reinstate that block. Thanks for reminding me.
Wait, please!
Good luck in the future. Have a good life. Goodbye. After I blocked him, he was persistent in trying to contact not only me, but my husband as well. But I knew he would probably not give up, so I blocked any direct contact. Eventually, he just gave up. Not being able to contact us directly, he waited outside my husband's company and ambushed him, pleading for his job back. Unfortunately, he accosted a complete stranger, mistaking him for my husband, and subsequently got arrested. But nobody got hurt, and all he got was severe reprimand from the police. But because of this fiasco, the company obviously heard, and he was let go. Truth be told, my husband had not decided whom he would terminate. And about Tom, if he was a competent worker, he saw no reason to fire him. Taking someone's property without permission and just going off without thinking things through, that's what led to his self-destruction. Well, it was probably a combination of bad luck and bad character.
What did you think of today's story? Waiting for your comments. Please stop by again. If you like this story, click the like button and subscribe.
Hey, Vicky. How many days has it been since you started to ignore me? If you really start to think about it, you only started to act this way towards me once my mother passed away and we went to her funeral. How much longer are you going to act this way towards me, Vicky? Well, anyway, today is the last day on my break from work before I have to go back in and start again. So don't expect me to be home tomorrow during the day, as I need to get back to work on all my duties. Now, good night, Vicky. Yo, Randy Sampson. It's been about a week since we last saw each other. Good morning, Tristan. Why are you calling me by my full name all of a sudden? I was pretty sure that before I left on my week off, you only ever called me by my first name, and sometimes you didn't even say my name at all. All right. You don't have to nitpick every little thing I do and say. And by the way, Randy, about you. Did you not just end up getting fired from this company? Huh? What are you talking about? I already made it clear to all my higher-ups that I'd be taking a week off for family matters, and that's why I haven't been around at all. I don't think there was ever a problem with me doing that, right? Is that right? Well, now that you mention it, am I right when I say that you were raised by only one parent, your mother? And? Well, there isn't really a deeper meaning to me asking that. I just assumed that she must have been bringing in a lot of money, and now you're going to be getting quite a bit of money from her now that she's 6 feet under. That is not the kind of thing I want to hear from anyone right now. And I'm not going to continue this conversation with you. What has gotten into you? Don't be so stingy with that money, Randy. Seriously. If you say anything more about that stuff, I'm going to have to force you to shut up. Dang. You're scaring me a little now. I have to get to work soon. See ya. Oh, Vicky. I'm sorry to be texting you while I'm at work.
Tristan?
I just had a little chat with your husband a second ago over text, and from what I can tell, he's got a massive stick up his butt right now.
Well, he's just that kind of a crappy acting man is all. I guess there was no point in trying to talk with him in the first place then. Well, I suppose I can understand, though, why he's so frustrated about everything, though. Not only did his mother just kick the can, but right after her funeral and everything, I stopped talking to him completely and have been leaving all of his texts on read. So I'm sure he has no clue what's really going on now.
Sucks to be him, right? But shouldn't you be going a little easier on the poor guy?
Why should I? Weren't you the one that told me to do all of this to him before? Wasn't it all your plan to have me start to ignore him and everything, to start weakening him and his mental strength? And then after a while, he should be willing to divorce me when he's no longer happy with me as his wife? And then the moment he leaves me, you can swoop in and take me in your arms as we both run off and start a new life, right?
That's been the plan so far.
And by the way, Tristan, what are we going to be doing today?
I have quite a bit of work to get done this morning, but if I'm able to cram all of that away, I can come out a little bit after lunch and hang outside the office. So I'll have time for you between 2 and 3 this afternoon?
Sounds good. Well, then to make sure you're out of there in time to see me, do your best this morning to get all of that work done.
Roger that. I'll see you around lunch. I had assumed today at my mom's memorial service that you and I would be able to talk to one another again, and that today would be my perfect opportunity to do that with you. But you had a mask on and told everyone that you were sick with the flu and couldn't talk to anyone. So I guess you're going to those lengths to try and avoid talking to me now. But I can't be too sure if that's your real excuse or not, because you won't ever say anything. So even after a little more than a month has gone by, we still haven't been able to fix what's wrong here. If you're thinking that by being quiet around me all the time will get me to notice the problem, I feel you should rethink your plan, because that's not going to help me notice anything. So if you still plan to be quiet around me and never reply to anything I say, then go right ahead and continue being that way. But I'm going to start handling things on my own now, even if you don't like what I choose to do. Yo, Randy. Recently you've been a bit... Well, to tell you the truth, what do you want? For the last month or so now, you've been bringing in a packed lunch to eat here at work again. But before that, you have been eating out a lot or buying something from the building's cafeteria, right? This is about my lunchbox, huh? Well, ever since my mother passed away, I had been a bit busy and too busy to pack a lunch. But recently, I've been in the mood for foods that come from my home, so that's why I'm back to bringing in my lunchbox. Foods that come from home. Well, I wanted a taste of what's at home again, and that's why I chose to bring a lunchbox packed with all sorts of goodies from home. And as for saving money, this is a great way of doing it now. Bringing in packed lunches like that again out of the blue. Something doesn't seem right here. Why do you think that? Well, if you think that someone like me can't cook, and that's why this is all odd to you, you'd be surprised. As someone who's used to cooking a lot, Making a simple lunch like this to bring into work is not a problem whatsoever. Uh-oh. So this is normal for you then? Cooking food at home and such? Hey, Vicky.
What's up, Tristan?
Well, about how things have been going at your house. How have things been going?
Are you trying to ask me about how things have been with Randy? I wonder about him myself sometimes. For a while, he had been trying to continue talking to me, but ever since his mother's memorial service, he's no longer been bothering me at all, and seems to be doing his own thing again. At times, he'll send me a text or something, but then proceed to delete it and tell me that he texted the wrong person. And this whole time, I've been doing exactly as you've asked me to, and that's ignore him. To put it simply, it feels as though we've both started living like we're single again in this house, even though we're technically living together. It's a bit hard to explain how that feels, but just know that I'm not doing anything with him right now.
Well, I wanted to tell you that for the last month or so, whenever he has come in for work, he's carrying a lunchbox with him.
Oh, is that so?
Which is strange, since for the longest time he'd be eating out or buying something from the cafeteria.
Is that right?
So you have no clue about what's going on there either?
Right. I have no clue what's up with that.
I see.
What's wrong with you? You seem a bit upset about something.
I'm not upset about anything. Everything's fine on my end.
Are you sure? Well, anyway, Tristan, are you going to be able to step outside your office for a little bit?
Ah, right. I should be able to come outside for a bit. But I'll be standing outside with another coworker of mine today, so...
What, are you just pulling my leg?
Unfortunately, no. Recently, there has been a reshuffling of staff within the company, so there have been a lot of talks about what will happen with a lot of us lower-level employees soon. So we've been talking about that a lot.
They're reshuffling the staff?
Well, as for us lower levels, it seems that pretty soon they'll be asking some of us to go overseas for work, and so that's kind of been on everyone's mind. And since everyone is so focused on that, things at work have been going a bit crazy and the workloads have increased a bit. Even today I'm going to have to stay an extra 2 hours to get some of the remaining work done. And it looks like my schedule is going to be full all week.
I see. So I guess we really won't be able to meet today.
When things begin to calm down around the office again, I'll give you a text or call. I'm sorry about all of this.
No worries. See you later. Hey, Tristan? You and I haven't been able to meet in over 4 months now. What's been going on with you and your work schedule? Is everything going to be okay?
Vicky?
A couple of months ago, I was able to pass by your office and wave to you whenever you were outside with your coworkers, but recently you've never come out anymore to see me. And this month, I haven't been able to see you or hear from you at all.
Well,
Tristan, is something wrong?
Well, I happened to get yelled at for taking so many breaks to go outside, and now I'm no longer being given time to take a break outside the office building.
Huh?
For the past 4 weeks, I've been stuck in this office doing boatloads of work, and I've never been able to see the light of day. And anytime I feel that I can go out for just a few minutes to taste the fresh air, I'm pulled back in by someone who needs my help, or my boss is asking me where I think I'm going. And to make things worse than they already have been, they're doing a company-wide update to all of our work phones that will now allow them to see when we are inside the office building or outside of it. They are all watching us now, and I'll never be able to go outside again on a break when they have the application on my phone.
That's too bad.
And as for us meeting on my days off, well, that's not going to work for me.
And on those days, Randy will be at home around me. I get that he probably won't care about me leaving or anything like that when he's home, since I'm still ignoring him 100%, but there's always that chance that he might follow me or something. We cannot allow our relationship with one another to be discovered by him.
Right. I'd hate for him to find out about us and ask for a settlement in the divorce when we are getting so close to breaking him and having him divorce you and give you half of the money his mother gave to him.
Exactly. We need to make sure to keep things secret for the money. But man, I really, really, really want to meet with you.
Same here, Vicky. Vicky, I have very good news for you.
Tristan, what is it? What is it?
Starting next Wednesday until next Friday, I'll be going by myself on a business trip to New York City.
What? So that means...
That means you and I are going on a trip together. I understand that I'll still need to get some work done during the day over there, but when I get back to the hotel, it's only going to be you and me for the night. And since it's New York City, we can be out all night going to clubs and partying with each other until the sun rises the next day.
Finally! I can't wait! I can't wait!
But there's one thing. While we're on a trip, one of my favorite detective dramas will be starting its second season on TV. So during that time, I will need to spend an hour watching it when it comes on, okay?
What? You're going to say that like I'd care about you spending one single hour in front of the TV? Go right ahead. Heck, I'll even watch it together with you on your lap.
Thank you.
You've really done it now. Seriously, why would you do this to me? This all means that me ignoring you this whole dang time was for absolutely nothing.
And that's how I feel about all of this as well. I was shocked by all of that. How come that drama was talking about a situation just like ours? And how did they know all of that? Who knew that if he was to divorce you now, you wouldn't be able to get any of the money from his dead mother, because her money is only willed to be in his name and nobody else's? That means there was no point in any of this, because you won't be getting a dime in that divorce.
Think about how I feel now. I'm better off talking to Randy again now that I know we won't be getting any of that money from him. Seriously, had I known about all of this, I would have never gone out with you in the first place and would have stayed happily married to him. It's all your fault he's going to hate me now for this.
Why my fault? You're the one that started to let him leave the house with those lunch boxes all the time while you were ignoring him, which led to me feeling a bit jealous, thinking that you might still be catering to him.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you telling me that a while back when you were asking about his lunch boxes, you thought I might be the one making them for him?
Actually, ever since that day, I've been a little doubtful of you. I have a feeling that this whole time you've never actually wanted to divorce him.
Huh? If I didn't want to divorce him, then why would I be going almost half a year now ignoring him?
Then tell me what the hell is up with those lunch boxes he's bringing to work every day.
I'm sure that he's just making those lunches all by himself, right?
Huh? You expect me to believe that a man like him will make his own meals?
Huh? Are you kidding me, Tristan? Don't tell me you're the type of guy that thinks women belong in the kitchen.
What? What do you mean, type? That's just common sense in this world, Vicky.
What the heck? Are you seriously trying to get me to believe we still live in the 50s or something?
Huh?
I've had enough of this. Let's break up.
Excuse me?
Know now that if I get divorced by Randy, none of that money will be coming to us, right? So if I'm not able to get any of his money, I'll be screwed because I don't have a job of my own. So I think the only thing we can do now is break up with one another before somebody finds out that we're a thing and tells Randy. That way we can avoid him ever asking either of us for a settlement.
That's a good point. For some reason, I'm feeling so burnt out. Let's be done with this.
Well, if this is it, don't forget to delete all of our chat history and to make sure that you clear all photos of me from your phone, as I'll be doing the same.
I know. I'll take care of all that.
Goodbye, Tristan.
Bye. Yo, Randy Sampson. You're calling me by my full name again? Why are you asking for a settlement from me of all people? That's what I ask. It's only you, right? Huh? Don't start playing dumb with me and acting like you have no memory of what happened. I've got myself a whole ton of evidence from this past year of you going out with my wife. Huh? Tristan, I know that you've been having a relationship with my wife, Vicky, or at least you guys did have a relationship. I had a man on you guys for the longest time now, getting evidence that you both were together while I've been married to her. But of course, recently you both seem to have broken up over a fight. But did you know that I know this all started between you 2 years ago at that company barbecue? Well, it's sad to see the relationship you both cherished so much coming to an end a little while back. You even know about all of that? So now you should be well aware of why I'm asking for a settlement from you now, right? And I have myself a lawyer overlooking all of this for me. So if you have any questions regarding any of the legal parts to this, or just want to talk, you can contact my lawyer about it later. Crap. The only reason I left her was thinking that you'd never be able to find anything out about us if we split up. But you wouldn't have found out anyway. And don't feel as though I found out about this just with the help of one other man. I also had the company inform me at some point that they noticed you outside with another woman a lot of the time that looked like my wife, as well as told me about how when you went to New York, you brought her along with you. What? And don't think that this isn't on the minds of our higher-ups now, because they are thinking at this moment of what to do about you knowing that you've been having an affair with another employee's wife. But how did they...
Hey, Randy? Do you think the two of us can get to making up over everything? Because, well, it's been almost a year now, and you and I have never talked. This whole time. And listen, I have a very good reason as to why I was ignoring you for the whole year like this. When your mother passed away back then, I was very confused on how I should handle things around you. And it kind of left me thinking I should just let you heal on your own. I was going to start talking to you again, but I really had no clue how to approach you, and soon time just continued to slip past me, and now here we are.
Wow, I'm getting texts from a pretty rare person.
Hey, Randy!
It's been close to a year now since you started to ignore me, huh? I'd assumed you were finally starting to talk with me again after noticing the divorce papers on the coffee table, but I guess that wasn't the case.
Huh? You're lying. Divorce papers? Why?
You don't have a clue?
Well, that's why I'm asking you to tell me why.
Well, if you're back to talking to me, then that really does prove that you're no longer with Tristan anymore. Well, I was already made well aware of the fact that after your little trip to New York City, the two of you broke up.
You found out about that?
I sure as hell did.
Why, though? We made sure to take all the appropriate steps to making sure you wouldn't find out.
Well, I actually started to find out about you two 6 months ago. There was that day that Tristan had come home from work because he wasn't feeling too well, and he was picked up by none other than you, and you helped him walk out to his car.
Huh?
And since that day, I have had someone privately investigating the two of you and pulling in loads of evidence for me.
That's...
And because of that, I've left you the divorce papers on the coffee table, as well as a business card from my lawyer, who will be taking care of things for me. Go ahead and give him a call when you get the chance. He'll explain everything about the settlement I plan to get from you to you.
Wait, Randy. We should talk face to face about something like this. We haven't even spoken to one another for a whole year, so I think it's time we see each other again and talk this over. So please, come and talk this through with me in person. We need to talk.
Well, that's not going to work, because right now I'm actually in England.
England?
I only just arrived here yesterday.
Why are you all the way over in England?
Well, I was chosen by the company to go work overseas, and I'll probably be over here for the next 10 years or so, helping start up a new department for them.
Huh? Does this have to do with what Tristan was telling me about? He said there was this whole reshuffling of employees within your guys' company.
That's right. Well, about all of that, I was a part of setting it all up, and then was later chosen by my manager to be the one to go overseas for a while. Really, I had been wanting to finish all of this divorce crap before going to England, but... Well, the company told me I had to go this week, and that they couldn't wait any longer for me to deal with you. At least I was able to celebrate my mom's one-year memorial service.
Actually, now that you mention it, your mom's memorial...
It happened about 10 days ago.
Well, I never heard anything about it.
And that was on purpose. I never wanted to tell you about when it'll be.
Why not?
Because I found out how you had been wanting to get the money in her will for me when you were dating Tristan. And I'm sure you still want some of it now. And so I didn't want you at her memorial if that's the only reason you wanted to be there.
You knew about that as well?
And now that I've explained all I needed to explain, you can contact my lawyer about the rest.
Huh? Wait.
Goodbye forever.
What? But this is... No, I don't want you to go. Come back here for me. I'm going to be screwed, Randy. I've only ever been a housewife all my life, and now you're wanting to ask for me to give you money and leave you? Randy!
After that, I left everything in the hands of my lawyer, and he was able to get the divorce to go through. Also, I told both Vicky and Tristan that they could pay the settlement off in small amounts instead of one lump payment, but they both seemed to not want anything to do with me anymore, and so they both paid me in one single payment. I'm not sure where either of them got that kind of money to pay me like that, but I'm just glad they paid me for their dues and are now free to piss off. Now, as for those two, we can start with Tristan. He ended up being fired from the company after what he'd done with Vicky, as well as brought her with him on that business trip. And not only that, but both of his parents also cut ties to him when they found out what he had been doing. So as of right now, he's working at a fast food joint, putting pretty much everything he earns into paying off the loans he took out to pay me. And then there's Vicky. Right now, she's living the nightlife, standing on street corners in some of the most sluttiest of costumes, getting men to pay her a pretty penny for their pleasure. She's really made a name for herself among those men, being one of the best of her kind. But I have to hand it to her. She's doing a lot better by herself than I thought she could. And this whole time, she hasn't once tried to call or text me about any of it. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Lacey! Lacey! Hey, Lacey! Lacey! Come on! What is it? Why are you yelling like that? Well, it's your fault for not replying fast enough. Seriously, I was only gone for like 2 or 3 minutes. Can't you wait a little? Aren't you supposed to be in school right now anyway? Shouldn't you be in class? The teacher had to go to a sudden faculty meeting, so we've got self-study time. Uh-huh. Well, just so you know, I'm squeezing in this chat while I'm on a break from work, so if I take a minute or two to reply, maybe don't freak out about it. Wait, hold up. You're still working? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? I thought women who marry rich husbands just quit their jobs and live the dream. Martin's a high earner, isn't he? I mean, yeah, he makes decent money. Then why keep working? Because not everyone marries to become a trophy wife. I studied really hard to get into this industry. This was my goal long before Martin even came into the picture. I'm not giving that up just because I got married. I guess. Anyway, was there a reason you blew up my phone, or... Huh? I'd like to get back to work sometime today, so if you do have a point, maybe get to it. Oh, right. I forgot why I messaged you in the first place. Your honeymoon, is it still coming up? Yeah, it is. Where are you going? We haven't finalized anything yet, but both Martin and I have tight work schedules, so we're thinking of doing something short. Maybe a 2-night, 3-day trip somewhere warm. Warm? You're going south? Well, I said we're considering it. Nothing's been set in stone. It's just one of the options we're tossing around right now. So, like, Florida, Texas, Arizona? Yeah, somewhere along those lines, probably. Oh, that sounds so fun! I want to dress up like a cowboy. I want to eat real gumbo from the South, and I want to see alligators up close. Then save up some money and go on your own trip someday. Wait, you're not going to take me with you? Why on earth would I do that? It's a honeymoon. That means it's supposed to be just me and my husband. Why would I bring my little sister along? You're in your final year of high school. You should at least understand that much. Huh. Boo-hoo. Pouting and sending cutest emojis won't change my mind. You're not coming. Anyway, I'm going back to work now. You're so stingy. Lacey, we need to talk. Mom? Wow, okay, it's been a little while. What's going on? I just spoke with Sydney. She told me you refused her request. Huh? Oh, you mean that thing about her wanting to come on our honeymoon? Well, that's right. Don't you think that was cruel? Poor Sydney. Wait, are you serious right now? You're her older sister, Lacey. A big sister should be kind, supportive, understanding. When your adorable little sister makes a simple request, it's your duty to say yes. But your attitude... Honestly, what kind of sister behaves that way? Mom, I already explained this to Sydney, but I'll say it again. A honeymoon is something that's supposed to be just the couple. You know that, right? Didn't you and Dad go on yours as a pair? Oh, please, my brother came along on our honeymoon. Wait, what? He came with you? On your honeymoon? Yes, he did. And Dad was okay with that? Look, Lacey, times change. Times change? Yes, maybe having someone else tag along on a honeymoon is actually modern. You can't just cling to outdated ideas like people used to. This is a world that values flexibility and openness. If you can't adapt to new ways of thinking, how are you going to survive out there? Mom, what are you even saying right now? That's not a fresh perspective. It's a stretch if I've ever heard one. Martin and I want to travel alone, whether that's old-fashioned or cutting-edge or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's our honeymoon, our trip. We get to decide how it goes. But Sydney wants to go with you. Doesn't that mean anything? Okay, let me back up a bit. First of all, we haven't even finalized anything yet. Not the date, not the location, nothing. Really? Sydney only brought it up because I casually mentioned a few places Martin and I were considering. Just casual conversation, nothing locked in, and she took that and ran with it. Oh, well, in that case, it'll be even easier to include her from the beginning. This way you can plan it as a group of 3. I'll let Sydney and Kate know the change. They were asking about it. Excuse me, what? I mean, if you haven't made the arrangements yet, then it makes perfect sense to work Sydney into the itinerary. Hold on, I never said that. I never agreed to include her. You're totally twisting what I said. Oh, don't be so dramatic. It's practically the same thing. It's not the same, not even close. I was talking about potential places for a 2-person trip. What you're doing is inserting a 3rd person and pretending like it's no big deal. It is a big deal. Now, there's no point in whining about it. I've already told everyone it's happening. Wow, so now it's a decision just because you say so? Is this what it always comes down to with you? When things don't go your way, you push harder, talk louder, and pretend that makes it true? Excuse me? You heard me. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm married now, Mom. I've got a husband, a home, a life. So no, I'm not just going to roll over and accept your ridiculous demands like I used to, even if you're my mother. How can you say that? Don't you care about Sydney at all? She's your sister, Lacey. Of course I care about her, but caring doesn't mean I'll ruin my honeymoon to play chaperone. Sydney's not a child. She doesn't need to be glued to my side. And honestly, the fact that she thought this was even an option, that's not on me. That's on you for encouraging this kind of behavior. That's enough! It really isn't. You've spent years expecting me to fall in line with whatever you decide is reasonable. Well, not this time. You don't get to turn my honeymoon into your experiment in family bonding. You are turning your back on your family! No, I'm setting boundaries. Big difference. This honeymoon is for Martin and me. That's the end of it. You don't mean that. Lacey, please, think about your sister. Don't you love her? I do. I really do. But I also love myself and my marriage and my husband. I'm not going to sacrifice that to make everyone else comfortable. So no matter how many guilt trips you try to lay on me, my answer is still no. Lacey! I've said what I need to say. And if Sydney still needs a vacation that badly, maybe you can take her somewhere instead. As for me, I'm going on my honeymoon with my husband, alone. Talk later, Mom. Bye. Lacey! What is it? Why are you sending me weird little giggles? Guess where I am right now? I don't know, and I don't care. Come on, you're no fun at all. I'm busy, so whatever this is, make it quick. Okay, drum roll please. I am currently sitting on a Southwest Airlines flight. What? Yep. It's the perfect timing, right? I just graduated high school 2 days ago. Yay me. So I thought, why not treat myself to a little graduation trip? And what better idea than to combine it with your honeymoon? You what? I figured you wouldn't tell me anything directly, so I got creative. I mean, you really tried to hide your honeymoon plans, didn't you? So secretive, so sneaky. But you made one fatal mistake, big sis. I swear to God. You told Cousin Kate. All I had to do was gently nudge her with a few questions, and boom, she spilled everything. Dates, airline, hotel area, absolute gold mine. Kate actually told you? Yep, and once I had that info, I booked the same flight. Well, technically Mom booked it for me, but same difference. Wait, back up. What do you mean Mom booked it? Oh, she's totally on board with the whole thing. Said it'd be good bonding for us as sisters. She even said she'd cover the flight, and she added that she'd be sending you the bill later. So technically, my graduation honeymoon combo trip, it's all on you. Surprise! Are you out of your mind? You need to turn around now. Even if you come, we're not meeting you. Tisk, tisk. I knew you'd say that. That's why Mom came up with a genius backup plan. Oh, this should be rich. I only brought $1 in my wallet. That's right, 1. You what? Yep, just a single lonely dollar bill. So even if you try to ditch me, what are you gonna do? Leave your poor little sister abandoned in a strange city with no money? Not even you could be that heartless, right? I cannot believe this. This is insane. Nah, this is strategy. Mom called it sisterly insurance. Basically, you have to come pick me up now. Sydney, listen to me very carefully. Even if you show up, we are not spending this trip with you. Martin and I have been planning this for months. It's our honeymoon, not your joyride. You were never supposed to be part of it. And yet, here I am. Isn't that funny? You really think this is okay? That this is normal behavior? I think it's fabulous. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to travel with their super cool sister and her rich, handsome new husband? Unbelievable. Anyway, let's stop playing hard to get, shall we? You can meet me at Orlando Airport after you land. I'll be the one holding a "Welcome, my wife" sign, just to confuse everyone. Sydney. Oh, and don't worry, I packed light. Just 2 suitcases, a carry-on, and my stuffed raccoon. He needs a vacation too. Listen to me, I am not joking. Turn around now while you still can. You've completely overstepped here. Hey, I had a stressful semester. College apps, finals, graduation prep. I deserve this. Not at my expense. Relax, Lacey. You'll thank me. Once we're all at the hotel sipping margaritas by the pool, you'll see how great this is. I'll even let you and Martin have 1 whole day alone. 1. That's fair, right? You seriously think this is a favor? Think of it as adding a little spice to your trip. Besides, I'm practically family to Martin now, too. He'll understand. You don't know Martin at all if you believe that. Wow, you really are tense. All right, I'll let you go for now. I've got a cute guy 2 rows back who keeps looking back at me. I think he's into the whole mysterious girl on a solo flight vibe. You are not crashing this honeymoon. End of story. We'll see. Orlando, here I come. Sydney. Bye! Text me when you land. Lacey, I just landed at Orlando Airport. Where are you? You were supposed to arrive around 10, right? I'm waiting at the east exit. Come get me already. I already told you, even if you come, I'm not meeting you. What? You're seriously saying that now, after I made it all the way here? You heard me, and just like I told you earlier, I only brought $1. 1! You're really gonna abandon your own sister in a place she's never been? Come on, I haven't even eaten yet. I'm starving over here. Then call Mom and have her pick you up. Excuse me? You said you have $1, right? That should buy you a snack or two. Lacey, you're not actually going to leave me here, right? You're joking, right? You flew to Florida on your own without permission, and now you expect me to drop everything in order to cater to you? That's not how this works. Stop messing around. Just come and pick me up already. I'm at the east exit like I said. You know what? Let me just say this clearly so there's no room for confusion. I am cutting ties with you and Mom. From today on, we're done. What? I've had enough. You throw tantrums every time something doesn't go your way, and Mom always backs you up no matter how ridiculous you're being. She twists logic into knots just to make me look like the bad guy. You two have no idea how exhausting it's been for me all these years, just bending over backwards, swallowing everything, pretending like it's normal. Oh my God, here we go again, Lacey's dramatic monologue. Enough with the guilt trip already, just come pick me up. I can't. Why the hell not? Because I'm flying to Paris. Paris? That's right, Paris. Wait, what happened to going to the south for the honeymoon? Florida, Texas, Arizona? Those were just potential destinations during the planning phase. And in the end, we postponed the honeymoon anyway. Postponed? Yeah, Martin and I suddenly had an opportunity come up and we had to move fast. Wait, what does that mean? It means we're moving to Paris. Starting today, we're basing our work there. You know, we're both in the fashion industry. This is huge for us. So, you're really going? Yes, this is goodbye, Sydney. I'm going to be living in Paris from now on, and I don't plan on coming back. At least not in any way that involves you. You're kidding! If I do return for any reason, it'll be short and quiet, and I won't be calling. I won't be visiting, I won't be meeting up. Come on, stop joking, this isn't funny! This isn't a joke, I mean it. This is the end of the road. You can't just decide that on your own. Actually, I can, and I already did. Dad's supporting my decision too. Dad is? He understands why I'm doing this. Oh, and you might want to know, he's thinking about divorcing Mom. What? Yeah, pretty much for the same reasons I just listed. He's had enough of her controlling, manipulative behavior. He said he was going to hand her the divorce papers this morning, so I imagine the house is, lively right about now. You're lying. I don't need to lie. I've got nothing left to prove to any of you. Lacey, wait. No. My flight's about to board, so I'll have to cut this off here. You're at the airport? You're seriously there right now? Of course, Martin and I are waiting at the gate. We'll be in the air in less than 30 minutes. But what about the arrival time? Kate said. Kate? Oh, sweetie. Kate's a bit of a chaotic one. She kept trying to fish for details, so I gave her vague answers. I figured she'd do her own wild math and pass whatever she thought she knew on to you. So she never had the real plan? Not even close. We purposefully kept everything under wraps for this exact reason. Lacey, please, you can't just leave me here. I already did. There's nothing more I can do for you. But Here's the last thing I'll say. Call home. Beg Mom to find someone who can come get you. That's your only option now. Lacey, don't do this, please. Just... Goodbye, Sydney. Take care of yourself. Lacey, wait! I ended up hearing about what happened afterward from my father. Apparently, when he told my mother he wanted a divorce, she didn't take it seriously at all. In fact, when he handed her the papers, she just smirked and signed them on the spot, thinking it was some kind of bluff or empty threat. According to Dad, she even laughed as she did it, saying something like, "Go ahead, see if I care." She never thought he'd actually go through with it. But he did. Without any hesitation, he filed the papers the very next day, and that's when she panicked. By the time it hit her that this wasn't just a game or tactic to scare her, it was already too late. The divorce was official. and everything had started moving forward. Now she's apparently living all alone in a cheap apartment on the outskirts of town. No one visits her, and from what I've heard, she spends most of her days sulking and complaining about how unfair everything is. As if she wasn't the one who drove it all to this point. As for my younger sister, she didn't end up staying with our mother earlier. It turns out that my grandmother, my father's older sister, went to pick her up shortly after the divorce was finalized. But instead of taking her back to our childhood home, she made arrangements to keep her far away from our mother. Grandma made it clear she was cutting my sister off from that toxic environment. Apparently, she's going to have my sister start working at her husband's factory. She says it's time someone taught her some real-life discipline and responsibility, away from the endless pampering our mother always enabled. Honestly, looking at how things turned out, our family scattered and separated, maybe it was for the best. A dysfunctional family pretending to be whole isn't a real family at all.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.